point of it. Like obviously all lives matter, correct? So it's,
No, I agree with
but
Black Lives Matter. I thought All Lives Matter was a better message. Like it's agreeing with Black Lives Matter.
Wait, 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 wait. Let me give you an example. Okay,
okay,
so you're at a dinner and there's two
if I
people at
can
the table.
if I can continue.
Sorry,
So
sorry.
it's when you say that when like people say Black Lives Matter and then somebody comes in like, oh, all lives matter. It's kind of like devaluing the message of like these people get shot and killed by police when they're like sleeping, playing video games, jogging, you know? So it's like Black Lives Matter because it needs to, right? These people don't have like the privilege that we do. We could just walk down the street or we could like, you and I could steal something, right? From a store. And like, what are we gonna get? A
Never though.
citation?
Wait,
Oh yeah, you would never. But
wait,
like, I could go and steal something from a fucking store, like be a candy bar. But if I was black, I would get killed. Like, like we've seen, right? Yeah, like I've had to counterfeit something for novelty. Yeah, well, what would happen? What would happen to you, Joe? What do you think would happen? Joseph? Joseph? Joseph?
that all lives matter.
That's
Was
close.
that you?
Anything.
Was that you? No. So that's. Are you on the move or you sound a little apathetic to me right now?
Hey
You
guys,
sound.
guess what?
What, man?
I am legitimately like pure at heart and did not realize that such things in such orders would be misconstrued as like
Right, nobody's
racist.
blaming you. I'm not gonna.
No, no.
Well, we're not
I
calling it
I
racist.
have I have All Lives Matter written in dirt on my work truck. Like I didn't realize it was a bad message. What the fuck? Like so
It's not. It
I look
sounds like
like
a.
a but I look like a
It's not.
fool. That's what ugh.
All right, there were shots like really close to us. So we continue this at some other point?
More important than the game, damn it.
God, no, it's not. Like I'm not gonna convince you. I'm not gonna.
There's a lot of black people in my area, damn it.
Dude, stop, dude. I'm trying not to.
That's what I'm like but I feel like a fool. I'm the guy who needs
Yeah,
to go to apologize. That's
like
totally how I am.
that's what like that's when some people say when they say all life matters. I get
Oh,
their intent, right?
it
Yes,
is.
like the intent is pure, but you're missing the point. And there's like, you just need to be educated on it, and that's all fine and dandy. I'm not saying like you're saying all lives matter because fuck those black people that got killed or anything like that. Nobody's saying that. You just need.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, you just
Yeah.
well, yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Hey, but I
So
you two yeah. Y'all don't you two know me well enough. You understand that my intentions were good, but like I
yeah,
just
we know
I
that.
hate doing that in a public setting, and then people are like, "No, you're this way," and I'm like, "But I'm not that way." And it's like,
Yeah, it's just like going back to the point of like
yeah, I hear you though.
the owner of like where I work. He's like kind of right wing. He believes all Trump like, and he posted a picture of like God screaming down at earth like, "Stop it! All my children matter." And it's like his intentions are pure. Like he believes in unity,
He
right?
wouldn't see
That's
how it was
ultimately
wrong. I see
that's
what you're
like
saying.
that's like why you scribbled it in your whatever your yard or something like that because
No,
you
no,
want unity.
dirt on my work
You
truck.
dirt whatever like you're speaking a message of unity, right?
Yes,
So that's noble, but then it starts the emphasis gets away from like what is really
misconstrued.
important at the moment.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, and it's not.
yeah.
It's taking away from what should be going somewhere else.
Yeah, because like we can all be unified and everything like that. We can steal a candy bar. We can like even shoot, even molest a kid, and we could probably get off. But like if a black person did any any type of crime, like above a misdemeanor, yeah, you
Yes,
could
and
be
I,
killed.
I, I am aware of this and I agree of this, and it is my own fault for not connecting the dots, I suppose.
It's not so much like racism. It's just well, it is racism, but
But it's
injustice is the fundamental thing, right?
I am still my mic's all the way up and I'm listening for footsteps and I'm in the
Yeah,
shipping container. But I find it odd and I understand if I understand if I don't understand is what I'm trying to say. But I
right.
find it odd that I know that's the thing. But
Yeah,
it's
neither one. We're talking to you about a weekend.
well dude, I would never do that. But that's the thing. I
Yeah.
don't know why my inherent ignorance that I could not really help from my upbringing is is used as racism in some context, and that bothers me. But it sounds like original sin, and I don't agree with that. That's some bullshit. It sounds like original racism. Like, hey, you're white, you don't understand, like you're racist.
Well, that's it, right? Like, and not that like I don't really believe that we're all inherently racist. I don't really believe that. It's like it's kind of a choice. If maybe it's like by experience or something like that. Maybe you're scared of black people,
I'm not even though.
but it's
I'm
like,
friends with tons of like I am that guy who's
well,
always friends with black
that's
guys.
like everybody says that. Like I'm friends with black
I'm
people.
sure
I'm
they
friends with
do.
black people.
I'm sure they do. Sorry to be
Like,
so like involved in this.
no,
It's a
it's
current
totally
world problem.
cool. It's totally cool. But it's like what even if you can't relate to black people, you can't. You have to be blind
I can't deny
to
it.
see the injustice on them,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So you can't relate to them. None of us can relate to them because we don't know the struggle, right? Because we're fucking white America, right? But you can't. You have to be willfully ignorant to not see the injustice on it.
I see it and I wish I could change it and I always felt like my voice is I'm in the demographic that's not listened to.
You
That's
know
the sh-
what's like it's hard to do anything, right? Because like you don't want to come off as like oh white person, because you don't understand. I don't understand.
But you can't do nothing.
Will doesn't understand. Nobody, no, we can never understand it, right? But it's like you have to do what you can to like protest the injustice.
Should I
Yeah.
would you guys be comfortable if I clip this because this was actually a really good thing?
Oh, please go ahead.
All right, I get 15 minutes, so I'll still let it go for a little bit. See if we get some combat as well.
And it's mostly what has become like a shitstorm is Trump, right?
Oh,
Because
dude, I
he's done
listened to his
everything
shit
to
on
like
OPB. It's terrible. I'm gonna send thousands of heavily armed troops. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? For that, what the fuck? Like, how can
see,
you be
yeah, that
professional and do that? You can't.
that's that.
You, that is
Oh,
exactly.
mostly a race war, right? Because like, I
He is from the era when that was shit.
guess a race war would be civil war.
No, what?
Yeah, yeah. Be right back.
Unrest. I've seen that. Agent provocateur is the word. Hmm. More of us than not have moved on morally into what is considered closer to civilized, because we've never been civilized throughout history, and I feel like it's just the generations of whatever the key phrase is systemic racism. That's that like the news dropping that every 15 seconds. Uh, But that's where it's coming from. It's these families. In my cynical opinion, let's kill all racists, and then racism will die out. But you can't do that because that's also genocide technically. You'd be killing a lot of people. You got to beat them at their own game, and their game's fucked. And that's just my opinion. That's some 5D chess shit. I can't do that. That's some world leader type shit that needs to be talked about. But we have terrible world leaders right now. Right? Biden is not a good choice. Even Bernie's not a good choice at this point. I hate to say it's like past that. We need someone who the. It's sad to say. We need someone no one can trust to get in there and just fucking be a good person, and that is the. That's the trouble. Oh. I'd like to see the states dissolve, not dissolve in a sense, but become smaller nations with more specific community-oriented like outlooks on the. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to put big ones together, man. Like that. Small government covering an area that's not going to become a problem. Working with local law enforcement, working with other small governments in the area. Just make it work. We all chip in to pave the roads between the cities. You know, if we pay taxes even at a fraction of what we currently are, plenty of money going into those areas. New constitution needs written, but it can't be a bloody civil war. It wouldn't work. Well, that's what I mean because the current regime would win the civil war, not but through hearts and minds. It would be a mess, but you know they'd probably end up succeeding. And if not, another world power would see a weakness and make a move and cause some bigger issues. And then MAD comes into play, and then the people who do survive have to start over a little bit. The bombs are always ready, man. It's they're waiting for incoming missiles. Nice. Sometimes I feel so naive. It almost embarrasses me. But you shouldn't feel bad being just inherently being white. That shouldn't